Congressman Michael Turner says when we talk about cutting our deficit, the one thing that should not be on the table, defense spending, and what's happening now in Korea is exactly why. The Ohio Republican is a member of the Armed Services Committee, joins us right now. Congressman, I support your concern about defense and not getting too crazy about this, but I always argue with every program, especially the $700 billion waste there too, though, right?
Well, I think there are always opportunities to find savings in the defense budget, but what those savings should then be applied back to the issue of protecting our national security. I mean, Neil, you're absolutely right as you've been describing this situation. There's plenty to worry about here. I mean, with the recent disclosure of North Korea's uranium enrichment facility, their previous activities of plutonium enrichment, the fact that they've previously exploded a nuclear device. This is not theoretical. They have actually proceeded. They're continuing their missile technology testing, which would give them ICBM capability to reach the United States mainland. Their recent attack on South Korea, sinking a warship, and now the one that occurred that we're discussing, that this is a regime that not only is seeking technology that places our country at risk, but that actually is willing to attack their neighbors.
So let me ask you your comments on on cooling it when it comes to cutting defense in this environment. Do you think if North Korea were to attack South Korea, that we should honor our long-established agreement with South Korea, the Republic of Korea as it's known, and go to war against North Korea?
Well, and Neil, absolutely. I think we certainly shouldn't walk away from our allies. But even more importantly, as you pointed out, we have 28,000 troops on the ground. If North Korea attacks South Korea, our troops are at risk. So what we have to
so they
ensure
attack South
every day
Korea,
is
not just an island, Congressman, but they attack South Korea, mainland South Korea. It's war. It's war with the United States as well.
Well, I think that with each increment that North Korea has taken, we certainly have to look at stopping escalation. But certainly,
well, that's what our
North
agreement
Korea
is now, Congressman. That you touch South Korea, you touch us, it's war. So you think that agreement, hammered out essentially 50 years ago, is something that we should honor now?
And I think that it's in our national security interest also to look how North Korea poses a threat now, not just to South Korea, but to the United States itself and its mainland. With their having pursued nuclear weapons technology, missile technology, for the purposes of being able to reach long-distance mainland United States, we have to be very concerned about how the future developments of North Korea might put our country at risk.
But are you concerned, Congress, that many of your colleagues might not feel the same way? The American people, after their experience in Iraq and Afghanistan, are suffering war fatigue, and that it might be an uphill battle to go to battle.
Well, I think no one is beating the drum to go to war. I think the situation, though, as we look at this, should give us grave concern. This is where we should be working for diplomacy with China. China needs to step to the plate here. The administration has not vigorously pursued China stepping in. Clearly, they have influence in this situation, both on the issues of the pursuit by North Korea of their nuclear weapons program, their missiles program, but also on their provocation in their now what is a second attack on South Korea.
Congressman, good stuff all. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. This whole craziness notwithstanding. Very good having you, sir.